we are here now with the founder of Foster Care Support Foundation, Rachel Ewald. I wanted to take a few minutes. Tell me, Rachel, why did you start Foster Care Support Foundation?
Well, one of the main reasons I founded this was because my husband and I have been foster parents for years, and we'd had a lot of children, and we kept meeting people who would be just wonderful homes for these kids, and we just didn't have enough good homes like that. But they said the cost that was coming out of their pockets was just way too much, and really, they would be great homes to have. So we thought there's got to be a way to try to bridge the gap between the cost and the great homes.
Okay, wonderful. We also have one of your board of directors here, Erica.
Hi.
Tell me what you do for foster care support.
Well, I work on the board, and I'm also a regular volunteer. I come every Saturday with my children, and I do all of the financials and pay the bills. And I also just help and work with the kids. There's such a need, and not everybody can take children into their homes, but there are so many ways that you can help, and I have certain skills, certain abilities, and so this was one of the ways I can give back to children.
That is wonderful. So you have such a unique foundation here, and you provide so many different things. We're standing in the toy section, but tell me, what makes you really unique? Why should people support? Because that's what we want. We want people to support.
I think a lot of people don't understand that children, when they come into foster care, they're going to be taken away from abuse, neglect, deprivation, abandonment. You're not going to get a backpack or a suitcase packed with things. They're coming with just what they're wearing, the clothes in the back. So they don't have the clothes, they don't have the toys, they don't have the books, the games, the puzzles, all these things that our kids have. We kind of take it for granted that we have all these things. But to get all this all of a sudden for a child, it's very, very costly. And these children go to school, they like to talk about the things that other kids have and what they have. Well, if they don't have it, they can't talk about it, and they feel a little different. So when they come in here, they're going to get books, puzzles, games, all these things. If you look here, we've got bags. Each child is going to get a bag of toys. Plus, it's say the 3- and 4-year-old child, a girl, they might get a play kitchen with pots and pans and food and things, so they can actually play the toy. A little boy might get a rescue hero ship with the men and the vehicles, and these are the things that we identify ourselves with are things. These kids don't have these things. It's very important that they have things, and that's what makes them feel a part.
And so, to my understanding, no one else is doing this in the state.
No, and we have volunteers that come in and test every single one of these toys. When the children get these, they're not getting bits and pieces and things that feel used. Every piece is there, every part. The puzzles have all the pieces, the toys have all the parts, and we make sure that what they're getting really is just as good as any other little kid would get.
Nothing will go on the shelves unless it is a complete toy. If you look, they're separated by puzzles and games and parts and ages, and that's one of the important things, that when you have a child that needs toys, we'll go through and we'll get age appropriate, developmentally appropriate items for that child, so that he can then go home and play and relax and learn and maybe catch up to his peers. A lot of these children come in very behind, and they're not going to get it if it's
Do people bring like designer things?
Oh yes.
See,
Look at this.
Oh, wow.
These are the ones that go out first. These princess dresses are the first ones that go out. Aren't they gorgeous?
What size is this? Oh, it's heavy. Wow.
Oh yes.
Can you imagine?
Oh.
Well, and look at all the beadwork. And we have volunteers.
Probably your son.
We have volunteers that will come in, and they will volunteer to help mend any of the beadwork that's in here. We have, they'll be dry cleaned, they'll be checked. Every single dress will be checked, so that when the girls come in, every dress is as perfect as it can be.
This is gorgeous.
Oh, isn't it pretty?
We have a crown cleaners in East Cobb that cleans all of about 300 dresses a year for us for free. They have been so generous, and they have
So there's so many ways that people can support. I mean, we definitely want the financial support, but the dry cleaners, I mean, and when I think about prom, I think about all the other possibilities. There's limousine companies that can maybe donate to support, to get the girls to the prom, things like that.
They've always asked us, this is what we do for girls, what do we do for boys? The problem is with boys is that we don't have tuxes in our closets the way we have prom dresses. So we thought, if we could get chain area restaurants to donate dinner coupons that we could stamp for prom use only, we could then at least give the boys a dinner coupon to be only used for, it could not be used unless it was for prom, and that would help the boys.
Right.
Unfortunately, we just, like I said, what else?
Right.
What can you do? But
Right.
at least this is halfway there.
This
Getting
is
the girls
wonderful.
outfitted.
So you mentioned about the budget of $400,000 that you're working with. This is a huge space, what, 20,000 square feet? It's impossible that you're really working with that. I can't believe it. You've got to need more money than that.
Yes, well, clearly, given everything that we do for these kids, we should be operating on a budget of more like $1 to $2 million.
Wow.
Which is why we're looking so anxiously for some more corporate sponsors, and why we're so excited that we now have the Fostering Hope Bargain Resale Store, which is going to allow us to have an opportunity to raise more revenue.
So tell me more about the retail store.
Well, before we would get things that furniture and things that we clearly couldn't use, household decor, that we would just send off to other charities and they would sell them for their programs. But now we have the opportunity to do that for Foster Care Support Foundation. You know, household decor. If we have too much of some clothing that we say, well, we have enough here, but rather than give it away to someplace else that would sell it, now we can sell it, and it raises money to buy the things that we need to buy.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of sizes that we are short on, and so that will then replenish the ability to be able to purchase that.
Wow. And so then these things that are here that I'm looking at, they're going to cycle out in what, 6 months, or is it less than that?
Well, the entire front of the center, where it's set up like a store, is about 6,000 square feet, and from October 1st to January 1st, we completely recycle that out 4 times.
Wow.
So that's a lot when you think this stuff moves.
Yeah, and you definitely need more donations of items like that. Awesome. I know that this is all very personal because you've been a foster parent yourself, but what is the goal? What is the main goal? We know we need financial support and other support, but what is the goal of this Foster Cares Foundation?
When you see these children, you want to make sure that their experiences don't cut them short of what they can be. And we want them coming into foster care and then going out of foster care, but better going out than they came in.
Yeah.
And we can do this. This is a we thing, not a me thing.
Beautiful. I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to come and meet with you ladies at Foster Care Support Foundation. How can people get in contact with you? Because the goal is to get more support.
Well, they can check out our website, fostercares.org, and also Facebook. Foster Care Support Foundation is on Facebook, and we do put a lot of information on there, upcoming events, the needs, what volunteer needs. They can email us at info@fostercares.org, and usually we'll return the email within a day or two at the most, and sometimes the same day.
Okay. Wonderful. We're so glad we had an opportunity to see this fabulous space, and we want more volunteers to come in and support, as well as financial support, so we're going to work toward that. Since the year 2000, Foster Care Support Foundation has helped 24,000 children, and we are proud to say that we're going to support them further. On August the 25th at Rome, Atlanta, Network for a Cause will provide a fundraising event for Foster Care Support Foundation. You can check out the information at www.pdbgroupventure.com. That's www.pdbgroupventure.com for more information.